Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reading the book, Curious George Takes a Trip. And along with here, I have my little brother and Zag. He's 3. So, Curious George Takes a Trip. Written by Ray Langford. Winter was long, cold, and snowy in the big city. George and the man with the yellow hat were lucky. And here's the photo. They were going on vacation. The suitcases were ready. The tickets were ready. George and his friend went to the bed early. Everything was set. So that's a picture of the man in the yellow hat going to bed. And there's his hat. Except the alarm clock. George, we overslept, the man cried. George and his friend dressed. They dashed off to the airport. Hawaii, here we come, the man said. George was excited. He had never been on an airplane before. So that's them rushing out of their apartment to go to the airplane. And that's the man in the yellow hat waking. The man put the suitcases on a cart at the airport. This will make them easier to carry. They rushed it again. George climbed on top of the cart to see over the ticket counter. So that's Curious George and the man in the yellow hat at the airport. And that's George climbing over their cart to see the tickets. Here's a gift for you, the ticket clerk said. She gave George a toy plane, his first airplane. And that's George getting his first airplane. George liked the airplane already. He flew by his plane. It landed on a red suitcase. And that's George flying his plane. Bad news, the man said. Our plane is late because of a big storm. We have to sit and wait. George did not mind waiting. He had a brand new toy, but when George looked, the toy was gone. The suitcase was gone. And that's George looking sad because he lost his toy airplane. Then George heard a beeping sound. A motor car drove by. The red suitcase sat on top. George ran after it. The suitcase went faster. George got on the moving sidewalk, but he was going the wrong way. So that's the red suitcase where George's toy plane is. And that's George trying to reach his toy plane. George heard a new noise. Bags were moving on a long belt. George spotted the red suitcase. It was getting away. George followed it. He looked inside the suitcase. No toy plane there. Where should he look next? And that's George looking on the conveyor belt. But alas, he could not find his red airplane. Finally, the plane was ready. But where was George? I cannot board the plane, the man said. I lost my monkey. And that's Angel. He likes seeing his face. And that's the man in the yellow hat looking worried because he cannot find George. You mean George? The flight attendant asked. He pointed at the plane. George waved. He was on board already. So that's the man in the yellow hat getting dragged onto the plane by the girl in the red vest. And that's George on the plane, sitting with the pilot. Is he a co-pilot? George and the man walked to their seats. A nice woman stopped them. There you are. Did you lose this? She said. She gave George his toy plane. And that's the old lady giving George, the monkey, his lost toy plane. Uh-oh. That airport was a fun place. There are so many different ways to get around. Maybe it was even better than vacation. And that's George at his vacation with the toy plane. So there I am, I'm finished with the reading of the book Curious George Takes a Trip. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and bye!